My name is Councillor Cuthbert. I'm convening this meeting of the Tayside Contracts Joint Committee. Laura, would you like to take us through the agenda, possibly?
Thank you. I'll start by taking the roll call. So, Vice Convener Cuthbert.
Present.
I've received apologies from Councillor Nicholl. I've also received apologies from Councillor Fotheringham, Councillor Cruikshanks.
I think, Jimmy, you're not in today for Councillor Cruikshanks?
I have no idea who I'm in for, to be honest.
I don't think so. I think I'm looking for Councillor Jack Cruikshanks. I see he's on the call.
He's online, so just take it as read.
He should be there, yeah.
And I've received apologies from Councillor Stewart, Councillor Shepherd.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Durno. And I've received apologies from Councillor Lane. I've also received apologies from Councillor McCall. I believe Councillor Williamson is substituting today.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I've also received apologies from Councillor Welch, and I believe Councillor Massey is substituting today.
That's correct.
Great. Councillor Forbes.
Good morning, I'm here.
Morning. Councillor Shires.
Present.
Councillor Rome.
Yes, I'm here.
I've received apologies from Bailey Roberts. I believe Councillor Black is here today.
I'm here.
Thank you. Councillor Short.
Yes, I'm here.
Councillor Scullin. Councillor Shears.
Morning, I'm here.
And Councillor Duncan.
Here.
That completes the roll call and we are quorate.
Excellent. So we'll move on to the next point on the agenda, which is the draft unaudited annual report and accounts for the year. Yeah.
Apologies, we
sorry,
just have to do
declarations of
any
interest.
declarations of interest.
Sorry, getting ahead.
So if any members have any declarations.
I'd just like to say I'm here as well.
That's fine, I've noted that. No, there don't appear to be declarations, so that can take us on to item 3, draft unaudited annual report and accounts for the year to 31st of March 2025. This is for approval.
Yeah, just in terms of this, I'm just seeking advice. There was an extra paper sent out for it was note 9 on page 49 of the accounts. Should we incorporate that into the motion to say that we've incorporated that and accepted that?
Yeah, I think we should.
Oh.
Sorry, I've got Mr. Waddle here to confirm.
Yeah, thanks very much, Convener, and I do appreciate your question there. Yeah, there was a kind of minor correction to that particular document which was issued, and that correction will be contained and corrected in the report which will be on the website. There isn't any need for a separate motion. We've been asked to agree what was attached as appendix, and there was that amended page was sent out just providing the detail which was missing from that page.
Okay, is everyone happy with that? I'm seeing lots of nods, that's good. Okay, so shall we move on to questions? Does anyone have any questions?
So I was going to do, David, just do a normal introduction. So from very briefly from myself, and then hand over to Diane, who's going to pick up some of the key points, and then hopefully if there is anything that if there are any questions or comments, then we can take it from that particular point. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Carry on.
Yeah, so very briefly from myself before I hand over to Diane, I just want to sort of acknowledge that we've obviously got a set of draft annual accounts here, a lot of work going into that from Diane and her team to be able to get to this particular point. And overall, everything that goes on through the year of all the services that we deliver, all the people that are engaged, both on the front line, those who manage these on a day-to-day basis, all accumulate, if you want to say, come through to the information that we are presenting today from the financial side. So just wanted to acknowledge that. I would say, as you'll have seen, we have achieved the overall objective of returning the surplus to the 3 councils at above the budget at 670. to 813 and allow Dan to go into the detail round about that. Again, it's been a challenging year in 24-25. I think we somewhat forget some of the things that we were having to deal with. So storms, strike days throughout that particular period, changes in service within Dundee and Perth and Kinross round about the school cleaning and non-school cleaning, inflation increases that still were challenging for ourselves as an organisation to deal with. And we had a pay award that came in above what we had budgeted for. That has all been dealt with in year through the changes in the processes that we put in place as agreed by the joint committee, but also with the partner councils. The last thing I want to just pick up on was that we are going through the unaudited accounts. There will be a bit of a delay in the time of when we'll be coming up with formal audited accounts. As was covered at joint committee last week, the external auditor is not coming in until September time to actually go through the formal process. We'll have a couple of engagements in advance with them, and it will mean that we won't have the actual audited accounts coming to committee until November. So that's just a sort of an opening from myself, and I'll hand over to Diane just to go through some of the key points from the accounts, and then we can take any questions or comments.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Dougie. So as Dougie said, the annual accounts are reflecting a positive financial performance with a distributable surplus of 813,000. This is exceeding the budgeted surplus of 670,000. The surplus is split between construction, 608,000, and facility services, 205,000. The total income was 97.8 million, a slight decrease of 2% from the previous year, mainly due to reduced income from the constituent councils. However, we did see a 26% increase in external income from other public bodies and customers. Notes 6 and 7 within the accounts show the statutory trading account position for each division. So the construction division income decreased by 6.8%, but still delivered a strong surplus due to a broad range of projects and cost efficiencies. It comfortably achieved the statutory break-even position over the 3-year period, and that's before the IAS 19 employee benefits adjustments of 2.7 million. The Facility Services division performed well. Turnover increased by nearly 4%. Notably, that was mainly down to the new fixed cost invoicing model for school meals, which has led to clearer accounting and improved cash flow. It's also resulted in £684,000 of credits being returned to the councils. So the Facility Services division, before IAS 19 adjustments, is reporting a 3-year surplus of 361,000. The balance sheet this year has been dominated by the introduction of accounting standard to do with leases and our requirement to account for peppercorn leases, and both the fixed assets and the capital finance reserve have grown by 10.3 million. Lastly, our cash flow position has significantly improved this year, and we now have a bank balance at the end of the year of 6.6 million compared to an overdraft position last year. And I'm happy to take any questions or comments.
Okay, thank you for that, guys. I think it's excellent to see that we've got a distributable surplus this year, and I think there's been a huge amount of work to get there and to produce the accounts. So well done to you guys. Are there any questions? I'm not seeing any. Does anyone have any comments? And I'm not seeing any. Am I missing anything? Councillor Durno.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's really good that you've managed to turn things around. It was really difficult at the start of last year, and obviously with the national insurance and the wage rises, etc. And I just think it's really good that you've managed to turn things around. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Durno. Councillor Rowan.
Thank you very much, Chair. I just want to echo your earlier comments and indeed the Chief Executive's comments regarding the situation with Tayside contracts. It has been a very difficult couple of years, and it's excellent to see that the surplus has been returned. And also just to echo your comments in terms of the work that's been put in by the team, because I know that committee had asked for this, and we'd agreed to bring this for scrutiny, and it was always going to be a very tight deadline. So it's fantastic the team were able to do that, given all the conditions on them. I want to say a bit more, but maybe just leave it at that, and maybe just again echo Dougie's comments regarding the audit that's coming up and the fact that that's out with our control, which is very unfortunate. It's something that I've seen on quite a few boards, but again, totally out with the Tayside contract control. So thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Rowe. Councillor Short.
Good morning. Just come back to sentiments that I've made before at this board. Having travelled down to Crewe last week on a NAPSI transport conference seminar, just how fortunate we are in the Tayside area that we have Tayside contracts there. When you hear some of the local authorities trying to cope in very small scale, and we can come together collectively to create a board that effectively is a little bit like Lothian buses. Everybody wants a Lothian buses, but nobody can reinvent Lothian buses now. Same thing with Tayside contracts. If you tried to put this together now, it would be nigh on impossible. So I think it's probably hats off to the city fathers and mothers back in 1996 who decided to keep the board going, and everybody else who's been involved along the way, that we're in this very satisfactory position, that we have economies of scale. I think it's quite it's actually quite enlightening and great to hear that a lot of the money that we're getting back is because the team are going out and they're selling into other local authorities and public sector organisations. So obviously other people are seeing that we've got this great opportunity here within Tayside. So hats off to everybody. Thank you very much. I know sometimes these boards and scrutinies can be a bit overwhelming, but I wish the people that are usually here having a wee bit of a dig were here when it was the day when we're getting something back, but such is life. I'm sure we'll pass it on to them that there is that wee bit extra coming through, and thank you for everything that you do. It's appreciated.
Thank you, Councillor Shaw. Are there any other comments? I'm not seeing any, so can we approve the paper? I'm seeing lots of nods, so can we take that as read? And I think as that's the only subject on today's meeting, I think we've finished, have we?
It's just to comment the date of the next meeting. That will be held on Monday, the 25th of August in a hybrid format in Forfar and online at 10 AM.
Okay. Stephen, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, thanks again, Chair. Given that they've dealt with all the other items in the meeting, I just wanted to take the opportunity, as I've mentioned some other people, it has not been confirmed yet by my council, but I expect this will be my last meeting of Tayside contracts. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank you all for everything you do for Tayside contracts, and again to thank all officers for all the help that they've given over the years and all of the work they do to put reports together and serve the people of Tayside. Thanks.
Thank you for that, Stephen. Well, I'm sad to see you go. You've put a huge amount of work in. It's a huge amount of work to be a vice convener, let alone a convener. So congratulations from, I think, everybody here.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. We'll miss you on the team.
I think, as Diane, have you got your hand up? No? Okay, you're trying to clap. Okay, I think we've finished. So thank you, everybody. And we'll see you in August.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thanks
day.
a lot.
Yeah,
Thanks,
have a nice
everyone.
break, everybody. Bye.